I'd pay almost $1,000 for a credit card. That's insane. But here's what's more insane. It's actually worth it. Now, 2025 has been absolute chaos in the premium card world. 4 major launches and refreshes that have completely changed the game. And by the end of this video, I'm going to tell you which one I'd bet my family's travel on. The first step was Chase's refresh of his flagship card, the Sapphire Reserve. The Reserve needed a refresh, and Chase came out swinging, jumping the fee to $795 and adding hotel, dining, and entertainment credits to offset it. Chase felt great about their move. Then Amex seized the moment and trolled Chase, announcing their Platinum refresh just days before Chase even released the revamped Reserve. But before American Express could get the new Platinum out, we got not one, but 2 brand new premium offerings. Citi released the Strata Elite, its first premium credit card offering. Coming in at $595, it was priced competitively, especially since the Reserve had just jumped to $795, and included several credits to make this a compelling option for many people. Then Bank of America released the Alaska Airlines Atmos Rewards Summit Visa Infinite Card. Besides a mouthful of a name, it arrived with what became a relatively cheap annual fee of $395. While the Atmos Summit doesn't earn a flexible points currency like the other cards we're talking about, Alaska Airlines points are some of the most valuable airline miles available. They were also hard to get your hands on. Between the Atmos card and the merger between Alaskan Airlines and Hawaiian Airlines, there was now a way to get a hold of those points. A lot of those points. But as if all these events weren't enough, American Express said, "Hold my beer," and dropped the refresh of the Platinum card. Once the sticker shock wore off of its $895 fee, we could watch our own jaws drop in the new mirror finish. And somehow, American Express gave us reasons to actually be okay paying what should be an asinine annual fee. I'm not going down any rabbit holes comparing these 4 cards. I'm not handing out any grades today. But I want to take a top-level view of how these cards have affected the whole credit card market. At the end, I'm going to tell you my vote for which of these 4 premium cards I'd pay the annual fee for. In order to not play favorites, I'm going to give you thoughts on the impact of these credit cards in annual fee order. That means the Atmos card is first up. I see 2 big takeaways from this card. 1. Alaskan Air Miles, Atmos points, have become a lot easier to get a hold of. And 2. The foreign transaction multiplier is really interesting. Everyone is always trying to get their hands on Alaskan miles because of their value and versatility. As a member of the One World Alliance, Alaskan Airlines have several redemption sweet spots from partners like American Airlines and Japan Airlines. And that's not just for international flights. You can find domestic flights on American for dirt cheap too. Anything that improves access to these points is a good thing, especially welcome offers of up to 100,000 points. The Atmos Summit card also introduced a new bonus category, foreign transactions. Now, no foreign transaction fees is an important but standard feature of any serious travel card. The Atmos Summit goes one step further. Not only are there no foreign transaction fees, but you also earn 3x back on all foreign transactions. This might be a niche category, but no one else offers it. If you travel abroad frequently or for extended periods of time, this would be a powerful bonus category to have access to. And with those points behind us, let's move on to the Citi Strata Elite. The Strata Elite is Citi's first premium credit card, and they had some role models to look up to, including cards we'll be talking about later, the CSR and the Platinum. The Strata Elite, priced competitively at $595, had 3 takeaways: flexible credits, lounge access, and American Airlines. Far and away, the biggest deal was the new ability to transfer Citi thank you points directly to American Airlines. We just spoke about how desirable Alaskan airline miles were. Well, one of the main reasons was for the ability to use Alaskan airline miles to book flights on American airline metal. Now, we can just transfer directly to American Airlines and book directly with American Airlines. I really feel this is a game changer for Citi, and it's the main reason you've seen so many recent videos about the Citi trifecta. Now, let's talk about lounge access, because both the Atmos Summit and the Strata Elite are tackling the same problem: overcrowded airport lounges. The Atmos Summit solution? Keep it exclusive with only 2 passes per quarter to their own lounges. Limited access, but you know it won't be a zoo when you get there. City took a different approach. Yes, you get priority pass, but that's simply paying the ante for a $595 card. But they also added 4 Admiral Club passes per year to American Airlines lounges. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Each Admiral Club pass is good for 24 hours. That means one pass could cover your departure, your layover, and even your arrival. My 3 kids need something to eat after a long day of traveling, and sometimes I need a drink after a long day of traveling with 3 kids. But the real game changer for families? Kids 18 and under come in free. Now, I've mentioned this before. Most lounge access doesn't let us get the whole family in. With the Strata Elite, I need a pass every time I enter. But I could choose to use one of the other passes for Nicole. And all 3 kids? They walk right in with us. The Atmos Summit made limited lounge access standard. The Strata Elite made it family friendly. That's the difference. The Strata Elite also introduced a different type of statement credit. City calls it a splurge credit. I call it a flexible credit. Again, nothing new here about statement credit to go with a high annual fee. This $200 splurge credit is the anti-niche credit. Instead of a Saks credit or a specific hotel, City lets you pick your poison. You can choose from partners like American Airlines, that's a running theme here, Best Buy, Live Nation, or even Future Personal Training. Let's think big picture here though. This year, I decided to take Nicole to see Gabriel Iglesias. Well, that's $200 off those tickets.
Damn!
Next year, I want a PlayStation 5. That's $200 off that Best Buy purchase.
Damn!
I can use it however it makes sense for me.
Damn!
And you don't have to use it all at one time. Maybe you've seen 2 different shows. Maybe you pay for baggage on American Airlines, and you get a new tablet from Best Buy. I like this splurge credit. So many cards seem to have very niche and, in my opinion, useless credits. This flexible splurge credit gives you room to make the card and its credits work for you. Hey, if you're enjoying this deep dive into the credit card chaos of 2025, and you want to catch my final vote on which card is best, and not to mention all future videos on travel and points, hit the subscribe button. Now, let's get back to the action because Chase and Amex are about to get interesting. Now, if my math is correct, we should be moving on to the revamped Chase Sapphire Reserve coming in with its $795 price tag. This isn't a new card, but it is a major refresh. First things first. Like I said at the top, the Sapphire Reserve needed a refresh. But if you're going to come at us with an annual fee of $795, you better bring some support. You better make it worthwhile. And to be fair, Chase did. They kept the popular $300 travel credit, added a $500 credit for hotel stays from the Edit collection, and added access to Apple Music and Apple TV Plus, worth about another $250. There are more credits, but those 3 right there more than offset the annual fee. There's a strong case that Sapphire Reserve is worth its hefty annual fee. Chase values this card at over $2,700 annually, including $469 for Priority Pass. But here's my issue. I wouldn't pay $469 for Priority Pass separately, so that value feels inflated. For our family, the real question is, can we actually use these credits? And that's kind of the impression I have for this refresh altogether. Yes, there is value there and the card can make sense, but it's just not as good as we hoped it would be, or Chase even tells us it is. And we haven't even hit on the redemption side of things. Chase introduced Points Boost, offering up to 2 cents per point in their portal. But here's the catch. They sunset the standard 1.5 cent rate. Now, if your booking isn't eligible for their chosen boost redemption, your points are only worth 1 cent each. Lo siento, but no thanks. I don't like leaving Chase in charge of picking my redemptions. However, for me, this isn't a huge issue because we use transfer partners to get more than 2 cents per point on our redemptions. We're not perfect on that count, but we're averaging well north of 2 cents per point for the year. So while Chase added value with credits, it took some away with redemptions. That's the trade-off. Now, let's see if Amex made the same mistake. And that, my friends, brings us to the most expensive card on the list, the American Express Platinum card. Now, The Platinum card has always been the most expensive card on the market, so Amex had no problems jumping up to an $895 annual fee. The question was, would we have problems jumping too? And somehow the answer is no. Amex made the Platinum's $895 annual fee feel not just fine, but completely justified. In fact, it almost feels reasonable, which is simply insane. Amex embraced what they were known for and amped it up. And of course, I'm talking about the coupon book. It didn't change how the card earns, it didn't change how you redeem your points. They simply added value through credits. And while Amex embraced their coupon book, they've also been listening to consumer sentiment. There's not one new monthly credit. The new credits are quarterly, semi-annually, or annually. Whereas the Sapphire Reserve added value through hotel and entertainment credits, the Platinum spread value across more categories. Different approaches, different audiences. If you didn't like the Platinum card before the refresh, you probably still don't like it. But if you were indifferent to the Platinum card, the refresh might have been enough to turn you into a believer. We've watched industry leaders trade body blows, seen a few newcomers land some solid punches, and we've analyzed the new meta of high annual fees offset by even higher value credits. Now for my final call. If I had to pay the annual fee for just one of these four cards, the Atmos Summit, the Strata Elite, the revamped Sapphire Reserve, or the refreshed Platinum card, which one is it? Well, my vote goes, and I can't believe I'm saying this, to the refreshed American Express Platinum card. The Platinum card, even with its astronomical $895 annual fee, brings the most value for our family's lifestyle. Let me show you the actual math that convinced me. Here are the credits we'll actually use. The $200 airline fee credit, say goodbye to those baggage fees. The $200 Uber credit for airport runs and date nights. The $300 digital entertainment credit, 3 kids. The $600 hotel credit, to book hotels 3 to 4 times per year minimum. That's $1,300 in credits we know we'll use against an $895 fee. We're already ahead before we even mention the lounge access, including those Centurion lounges or transfer partners. But here's what really sold me: the flexibility. The Chase Edit collection locks you into a small number of specific hotels. The Strata Elite's Admiral Club passes only work in America. The Amex credits give us options across multiple airlines, multiple hotels, and multiple travel styles. Our family trip last summer across Utah state parks, this is exactly the kind of card that would have paid for itself 3 times over. Between transferring points for flights, using hotel credits in Las Vegas, and Uber credits for getting around, Platinum doesn't just offset its fee, it actively makes our trips better. American Express nailed this refresh by adding value without adding complexity. That $895 fee still makes me wince when I see it, but the math works. And Amex added the new credits in a way that shows they've been listening to their customers. American Express has always been known for great customer service, so their response to customer feedback shouldn't be a surprise. But it stands out in an industry that is obsessed with numbers and metrics. Since we frequently travel as a family, you might be surprised that I didn't pick the Strata Elite, the one I teased at the beginning with free kids and lounges. Well, those Admiral Club passes with free kids are genuinely revolutionary. I meant every word of that. But here's our current situation. We just started using the Ritz-Carlton card for lounge access, and it's working for now. Is it perfect? No. Will we eventually switch to the Strata Elite when we're flying American more consistently? Probably. But right now, today, the Amex Platinum solves more problems across more of our travel than the Strata Elite does. The Strata Elite is the best card for one specific thing: American Airlines family travel. The Platinum card is the best card for everything else we do. But the real takeaway from 2025? The era of the one-size-fits-all premium card is over. You can no longer just say, get the Chase Sapphire Reserve and call it done. Now you have to look at your spending habits, your travel alliances, your appetite for managing credits. I picked the Platinum. You might pick the Strata Elite for those Admiral Club passes. Someone else might pick the Atmos Summit for Alaska miles. And that's exactly the point. 2025 gave us real choice for the first time. Now, which one would you pick? Are you Team Strata Elite for the family lounges? Are you Team Platinum for the credits? Or are you Team Summit because you love Alaska miles? Maybe you're just sticking with your current setup. Drop your choice and why in the comments. I still read every single one. For more details about why I picked the American Express Platinum card, check out this video here. But if you're curious how the Ritz-Carlton card is reshaping my family's travel, you want to check out this video. Before you go, make sure to gently press that subscribe button and like this video. As always, thank you for spending some of your time with me, and until next time, safe travels.